Welcome back everyone. In this episode we're heading up the lower Darling from Wentworth to Menindee, and we're going to have a look at the river conditions along the Darling River. I'm also going to check out the Menindee Lakes. Stick around.
Out and about sun, crazy up where the river runs and the gum trees sway. Vines so green and sky so wide, come take a trip, enjoy the ride.
We're here in Ellerslie and it's a very different story to what it was when I was here about 10 months ago. I think it was June or July. But that sort of coffee, milky, sort of grey colour of the Darling at the moment, that's more like what it normally looks. And even though it's only probably about a metre up, it's looking a lot more healthy than it was previously. We'll whack up some footage from back in June or July, and you can see how green and stagnant and very little flow there is. So this is welcome bit of flow coming down the Darling at the moment. We'll keep cruising along to Pooncarie. There's been some good rain overnight, in some places up to 70mm, but generally around the 30mm mark. It's been pretty patchy. Menindee's gauge is just above 30mm, so we'll keep cruising. Similar story in Pooncarie as well. The Darling's looking pretty good. We've got that grey milky colour. I'm hearing reports of fish being caught as well, which is pretty good. They've had a fair amount of rain here as well, which is welcome relief for the farmers. But if you have a look at the bank coming down, you can see where the waters ran down last night or overnight, and it must have been a fair crack that come through here. So like I said, that's welcome relief, but we'll keep cruising along to Menindee. Apparently that's about 30% full, so and the gates are open, so it'll be interesting to see. We'll just have a quick squiz around, grab a coffee from the old Wharf Cafe, but I'm starting to think that 30mm that's been reported on various weather sites is probably on the lower end of the scale. I think there's a lot more rain in parts that come through here. Fair bit of rain here overnight, but she's bitumen all the way through to Menindee now, and the road's pretty good. So if you're looking for a cruise along the lower Darling, this is a good cruise. So we're about 100 k's out of Menindee, I suppose. I think the weather website said they had about 30mm yesterday and overnight in Menindee, but there's a lot of water on the road and stuff. But once upon a time, with this sort of rain, even though it's only 30mm, you'd struggle to get through all the way to Menindee. But have a look at that road. She's an absolute ripper now. We better call in and see Smithy at Corolla Station. Geez, they've had a bit of rain here. Have a squiz at that. He'll be loving that. Quick coffee and we're on our way. We were just told that one of the neighbours had about 70mm, so it has been pretty patchy. But what do we got here? Have a look at that. That's how wet it is. They had to get some machinery in to get a couple of campers out with their utes and caravans. Off the road, Dopey. Have a look at that. That's a lot more than 30mm. That's good. The guys at Corolla Station said they had to send some of their sheep off to feedlot, so this is welcome rain. Hopefully something germinates. Some more guys stuck on the side of the road. This should come as a warning. The road edges look pretty good, but you get off and you're gone. So we had to stop a little while back, and made the decision, which I didn't like, but I just put 2 wheels in the dirt and kept 2 on the bitumen, and probably saved us from getting stuck as well. I didn't like doing it. I thought, if something comes up behind us, it's not going to be good, but we got out. Made it to Menindee, just walking up on the bridge here to have a look at the Darling. I don't know if you remember when we were here last time, was the fish kills, might have been the time before, but the bridge here, there was just dead carp and stuff everywhere, and the stench was just absolutely shocking. But it's looking a hell of a lot better. We'll have a squeeze. Cocky's sitting up there, but the Darling is looking sensational. Have a look at that. So like I said, they had about over 30mm here yesterday and last night. So welcome drink. The farmers will be loving that, and even the river will be loving it as well. But pelican down there, beautiful. Rightio, we'll go down to the boat ramp, have a look there, then we'll head out to the lakes and have a look at that. Apparently the lakes are around 30%. There's still a bit more water coming down. And look, anything below Menindee will only really get water if it's let out. It's not that flood water coming down from Queensland won't naturally go down to the lower Darling. It'll have to be released from the lakes. But some follow-up rain, she could well and truly fill the lakes if we get some good follow-up rain. Let's go and have a squiz at the boat ramp. Yep, looking good here as well. You know, for a little town in the middle of nowhere, they've got a pretty good boat ramp here. Made it to Menindee Lake. We'll wander down and have a look at this weir. How good does that look? And that's only just over 30%, so imagine a full lake. Gee, some follow-up rain now while the ground soil is so damp would be the bee's knees. If you look there, it doesn't look like there's that much flowing into the lake, but then you spin around, have a look at that. She's having a good old crack. Rightio, we're going to go down and have a look at Copey Hollow at the other lake. So we're right next to the caravan park here, and look, I'll put a link in the description to the caravan park because it's a bloody ripper. But this is a great lake for swimming and fishing and just to bring the family and have a bit of fun. So I suppose in summary, we've had some good flows coming down the Darling, some good rain, but we won't get excited just yet. Wait for some follow-up and she'll be sweet. Well, there you have it, guys. A nice big drink for the lower Darling. With any luck, come summer, we might have some yabbies on the go again. Anyway, if you like this video, check this one out here. But be good, stay safe, and bye for now.